Yeah, that's the best I could do in 5 minutes. Subscribe!
Check it.
Hello, Neko here. Today we're gonna talk about Tallinn.
Хавать мяса.
And yeah, this is my real voice, and I hope you will all understand me clearly. Since I'm French, it's kinda difficult to keep an English accent, but I try my best. Anyway, Tallinn is a Navy cruiser from the Northern Parliament. She came in a game with the event Korovod of Dawn's Rime. A lot of people say that she is the new Prince Eugen, so after the skills presentation I do a little comparison between Tallinn and Prince Eugen in terms of stats. But first, a little bit of history. In the beginning, her name was Letzo, a battleship of the Germany's Marine. Launched in July 1939, the Soviet Union was interested in this new Admiral hyper-class battleship, so they asked if they could buy this ship. And the Germany agreed. So in April 1940, she's transferred in the Soviet Union, and they renamed her Petropavlovsk. It's only since 1944 they named her Tallinn. That's why for her second skill, she can use Northern Parliament and Iron Blonde main gun. But the 4 April 1942, she sunk. The Soviet Navy repaired her, then renamed her Tallinn. But the ship was never completed and was used as a stationary training ship after the end of the war. Anyway, Tallinn has 3 skills. The first one, Bulwark of Rime, so she creates a shield every 18 seconds, and if that shield breaks, she fires a special barrage and get a new shield who can absorb damage, and those damage are converted in HP. But I would like to make a comparison about this skill and the skill of Prince Eugen. So for Tallinn, her shield comes up at every 18 seconds. Prince Eugen has 3 shields every 20 seconds. Tallinn's shield can take headshots and last for 8 seconds. Prince Eugen's shield can take 10 shots and last for 10 seconds. When you look only at the shield composition, it's a downgrade of the first skill of Prince Eugen. But what makes this skill special and better is that she can fire a special barrage and get a new shield which can absorb 5% of Tallinn's max HP. So having a weaker shield is not actually a downgrade for her. The second skill, Memorial of Ice and Iron. Typically if you equip her with a North Parliament or an Iron Blonde main gun, it will increase all damage dealt by 12%, and if you equip her with an AP main gun, it will increase the speed of her main gun's shell by 10%. And the most interesting part of this skill, when she sinks 2 enemies in battle, Tallinn will have a buff of her firepower and anti-air by 8%. If you don't know how to check where the guns come from or what type it is, just do this and you get all the information you need to know about the gun. And for our third skill, do I really need to explain it? Now let's do a fast checkup of their stats. As you can see, Prince Eugen is more into defensive thanks to her HP and her skill. But on the other side, Tallinn is more into offensive defensive. She has a lot more firepower, torpedo, accuracy and anti-air than Prince. But in exchange, she has less HP, but thanks to her first skill, it's not a problem since she can regain them. So now, who is better, Prince Eugen or Tallinn? Now, it's time for the equipment. For the main gun, if you absolutely want the best of the best main gun for her, choose the Triple 234 BL 9.2 MK12 prototype. You can obtain it by going through research, but it's extremely difficult. And you need to know if you choose this main gun, Tallinn will not get a 12% buff, since this gun is a Royal Navy one. But since this gun is really powerful, it's okay to ignore this. But for me the best option for the moment is the Triple 152 MK5. It's a main gun that was obtainable during the event Northern Overture. It gives Tallinn the damage buff from her second skill. But if you really want an iron broad AP main gun to fully use your skill, you can use the triple 200 3mm SKC-34 prototype or the twin 200 3mm SKC-34, who are easier to get. For a torpedo, the 533mm quintuple ohmic torpedo mount or the 533mm quadruple ohmic torpedo mount, it's a little bit weaker but easier to get since you can get it from T4 and T5 Iron Broad tech box. For your anti-air, you can choose a quadruple 40mm Bofors or a twin 76mm AA MK27 mount. For auxiliary, you can use an improved hydraulic rudder and a Reaper kit, or you can remove one of them to use a Type 93 pure oxygen torpedo if you want to deal more damage. But if you are against a boss, use a Beaver Squad tag to boost your evasion stats and buff the speed of your fleet by 20%. For a formation, a little Sovetskaya Belorussia should do the work. With her second skill, during the third battle and after, she will decrease all damage you can receive by 8%. Like that, Tallinn will be tougher. Of course, Sovetskaya Belorussia will be the flagship of what we call a mob fleet. The mob fleet is the fleet will be clean the road to the boss for you, and then you'll be able to use your boss fleet more efficiently. She has one skin, what I think is pretty nice. There is a good play with light and shades, some paintings and plants will make the place more lively. And this air physique, my students, totally superb. But what are you doing here, Stem Manju?
Freaking hard, dude! Oh!
Nah, I'm just kidding. It's thanks to him if I'm making videos on this channel right now. So thank you very much, buddy. Anyway, that's all for today. If you have a ship you don't know to use, leave a name in the comment section. Stay safe and see you next year. Bye bye!